and welcome to Sketched Out Thursday on the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. Here is the sketch I've chosen for today. It is a sketch from Paper Issues, and I'm going to flip it and actually create my layout using the mirror image of the sketch. I'm starting out with my background paper, which is this older jelly bean soup paper from 2012. I believe it is the Country Pumpkin Chowder collection, and it is a wonderful neutral grid color, and I'm going to actually use that grid to keep my layout straight and symmetrical. This paper is from Simple Stories. It is from the Reset Girl collection, and I chose it because I loved that green color. I thought it matched the patina and the color of the succulents, and it also went really well with my photos. So from the mood board, I took as inspiration the patina and the brass touches, and also all the wood from the line. So I'm going to start here, and this is some rose gold foil tape, and of course the loud truck goes past my window right now. This foil tape is from Close to My Heart, and it is a lovely coppery color. I really like it a lot. So you'll see the back of this jelly bean soup paper, and actually you're going to see it again because I have about 25 sheets of this paper, and I went ahead and pulled 2 sheets out for this layout. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to create some mats for the back of my photos. In the sketch, the photos have, I think, 2 mats behind them, but I'm going to use 3. So I'm going to start with this wood grain. This is also from Simple Stories. This is from a Basics collection that came out last year. I absolutely love that Basics collection because it's all wood grains and ledger papers and grid papers. Just really good basic papers. And then I'm going to also mat my photo with that floral paper, which is from Jelly Beans, which is the other side of the grid paper from the Jelly Bean Soup collection. And then the third paper I'm going to mat my photos with is going to be that orangey colored wood grain, which is from Coco Vanilla Studios Totally Rad collection. I love that collection. It's one of my favorite boy collections, and I have very little of it left, which makes me sad. So I decided for some interest and some texture that I was just going to tear down the one side of that layer, and then when I go ahead and ink it up with my vintage photo distress ink, it's really going to make that torn layer kind of pop. And now I'm going to take this as my last sheet of this wood grain paper, and it's beautiful. I'm going to use I'm going to keep every little scrap of this. So here I am just inking up these edges. I probably maybe could have cut this part out, but I left a lot of my process in this video because from start to finish, this layout only took me like 35 minutes to do. So it was pretty quick. So what I'm doing here is I'm just measuring it out. I want to offset that third mat like it appears in the sketch, but I also don't want to make the mat too short. So I used my matted photos to help me with the how large that block will be. And now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to offset it a little bit and stick it down and, of course, ink it up. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on my title. And I really wanted to use this title from a set of thickers from Pebbles, Jen Hadfield, the Warm and Cozy collection, because the letters are all coppery. So in this thicker collection, some of them are like welded together and some are separated different letters, and this is one of the ones that's separated with different letters. So you still may try it on both of my wood grain papers, but it wasn't contrasting enough, it wasn't popping enough, so ultimately I chose to put my title on top of this green paper, which I like because it brings more of that green color into my layout, not just in the strip down the side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this into a 1-inch strip, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a fishtail at one end so that it looks like a little bit of a border piece, and then it's going to come out and nestle right into that space between the 2 photos here. Right there. And I really like how that looks. I really like how it brings the green over to that side of the layout. Now we're going to start to embellish, and I'm going to start with these leaves. These are also from the Pebbles Warm and Cozy collection, and I'm going to play around with these a little bit because I can't decide if I want 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom, or I end up going with 2 at the bottom and that gray one at the top, so they don't, so there's 3 with different colors and different textures on the layout. And I'm going to use those 3 leaves as the base for my layouts, for my embellishment clusters. This little piece says "Leaf It to Me," and it is from Pea Pods pack by Jelly Bean Soup. I think it's the same Pea Pods pack that coordinates with that grid paper, but it's back before the Pea Pod packs came in like an embellishment pack. It's on like a little punch out sheet. So I punched out those little buttons, and I also punched out that "Leaf It to Me," and now I'm adding some pop dots so that my banner kind of pops away a little bit from the leaf there. And now I have the 3 bases for my 2 embellishment clusters. I said 3 because I'm going to add another embellishment cluster here in a minute. And now I'm just putting those together. And then I'm going to work on these buttons. So what I'm going to do with these buttons is they have little punch outs where the buttonholes are. And I'm going to punch those punch outs. And then I'm going to ink up the edges, and I'm going to thread some twine through my buttons. And now, if you notice on the sketch, there were strips on the sketch, and I'm going to go ahead and use these American Crafts gold word stickers. I'm going to start with a set of word stickers, and then I'm going to kind of flip them out a little bit for different words, because the one that says "Today" I decided I want to put at the top and make it part of my title. And I like to mix metals on my layouts recently a lot. So I'm really loving the copper plus the rose gold plus the shiny gold. And now I'm going to grab these little flare buttons. Those are from the Totally Rad collection. I was getting ahead of myself with the little buttons from Jelly Bean Soup. I'll work on those. Don't worry. They're coming. And so I chose these 2 flares. They're from the Totally Rad collection. One says "Awesome" and one says "Boys will be boys." And now here I am punching the little holes out of the buttons. And then I'm going to use some rustic twine from my stash, and it is very rusticy. It's very textural, very rough, and it left little tiny bits of hair all over my layout. So that was fun. And now I'm going to go ahead and put somewhere in there. I took a phone call as well, I think. Now here I am moving. I'm sorry for my fuzzy head. I'm so sorry for my fuzzy head. Oh my. So now my title reads "Happy Today," and I flipped out this little banner, or those word strip stickers. And these are wooden dots from Jelly Bean Soup. These are from a more recent collection by Jelly Bean Soup. I believe they are from Mushroom Medley. And I just wanted to add more shades of the wood grain through there. And now I grabbed these orange sparkly enamel dots from my stash because I thought they would make a lovely little just pop of color. Pull in the orange from the wood grain paper, pull in some of the orange tones from that floral paper, and some of the orange tones from the copper, the rose coppery foil tape. I'm just going to place them all around. And then one last little step. First, let me get all these fuzzies from that twine off of my page. And then my last final step is going to be some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine. I hope you have enjoyed my video today, and I hope you will go ahead and play along with the SketchUp paper issues. I'll be sure to put it into the Crafty Maven destination group, and I would absolutely love to see your take on this sketch this week using our fabulous mood board. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye!